Hello guys, welcome to another one of my Fortnite videos. We had the 8.50 update today. Can you solo the new power level 128 mission storm chests, abso-freaking-lutely level 140 opponents? Is it in any way worth it to do so? No, the loot seems to be pretty much the same. I used a few traps, used my obliterator that I took out of the collection book. Everything was peachy. Besides that, the new level 128 maps are pretty well filled with goodies. It is definitely true that we have a much larger amount of sunbeam and bright core. We're getting more carved twine, we're getting more oxidized, we're getting a lot more efficient, we're getting all the goodies that they have promised in terms of resources. So everything is pretty peachy. I was surprised to see that we were up against level 140 husks in the power level 128 mission, but it's kind of cool. It definitely adds to the challenge, but it also makes ninjas a little obsolete in the end game once again, because they simply don't have the power and the survivability in their melee to deal with things such as acid pools and blasters. But anyway, we got the new Eagle Eye, the Cottontail. I think she looks amazing. We got Miss Bunny Penny once again. We got the Bowler. So I bought the things that I wanted from the event store, as I normally do on these updates. Just raking in the goodies because, well, I mean, it's more a hoarding game than anything else these days. I tested out a lot of things in the new maps. There are many things I was curious about. The first thing was, like, what do we have to select from? And unfortunately, the 5 new level difficulties make up an area equal to about one of the previous areas, so we have very little mission variety. The rewards are very good. We're getting a lot more of everything, about double up some of the things, 3 times up, 60 pure drops of rain as an alert compared to 32 from before, 18 storm shots instead of 5, 36 of the lightning in a bottle. So it's all good, and while you farm these things you can rake in an abundance of resources. I checked out all of the different types of chests and even the evolution material caches that also give pretty much the same as what they did before. The main thing I noticed is that everything is written in caps lock now in the game, which is super annoying. We're still getting rare caches, which is also really annoying, but perhaps at some point they're going to be updating that. So picking out the chests, hoarding the area, scavenging for loot, it's a thing. You can also do the pirate treasure in there, at least right now while we have the YAR event. It also doesn't really appear to be giving better rewards than it did in the power level 100 missions. So what else have I been looking into in these new crazy endgame missions? Pretty much everything that I could come up with. One of the things I was very curious about was, of course, trying out the new hero. I took her with this setup here into a survivor mission just to see, because let's be honest guys, she's pretty bad. Her ability is pretty horrible. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but the power just isn't real. But I could solo the new power level 128 survivor mission with healing death burst and acidic pools with her. And I kind of just went on with that to start out with, to see what are we going to be getting in terms of the gold amount, what are we going to be getting in terms of the survivor experience amount for completing the new high-end mission. This is a casual solo mission, it is a survivor mission. Radar missions and survivor missions are super easy soloable for me. And even with this pretty horrible hero, I was able to casually farm the area, check out all the new stuff, and leave with a decent amount of survivors rescued for a bonus badge, so that I could check out their rewards. And how much do you think we're gonna be getting? Can you say 137 gold, 12 sunbeam, and 323,000 survivor experience points for soloing an easy survivor mission? It is unreal. Besides that, I decided to bash a few of the llamas in the game, because we don't have diamond llamas, and I was curious about, will we be getting better loot from the llamas in the power level 128 missions. This is all from 128 missions, none of them are 126 or anything else like that. And the llamas are better. They're still not really that cool. You're getting like 1 to 2 efficient parts. Some of them just have obsidian and like char black. Most of the time I got at least 1 or 2 tier 5 things. So is it worth to farm the new power level 128 missions for the llamas? Not in any way. Is it like interesting to go in there and play them? Well, I wanted to try that out as well, so I took this category 2 storm with my Kyle setup just to see if the current strategies for power level 100 missions are still working and husks can still take themselves out by hitting your walls when you have the team perks for it. So that was like the first thing I was curious about, just to see, can I still make walls that are strong enough to just have the constructor perks take out husks? We could. Can we propel husks into the air so that they die with using nothing but launcher traps? Yes, we can. It appears to be a little less efficient than it was when we were playing Fortnite. These power level 140 opponents are not dying when they are shot into the air. It normally takes like 2 of these. I'm not entirely sure how strong it was. I just felt like we had even tougher opponents in Fortnite and they died with 1 or 2 of these like pushes as well. So it is definitely doable. The like strategy for casual atlases still works. I kind of forgot about the flingers, so I took some damage on Atlas B because they are a force to be reckoned with in the new update. Power level 140 ganking together flinger group is something you need to deal with, and even with my 130 weapon here, it took quite a bit of bashing before I took them out. The traps did not last the entire mission, but I have my melee set up for survivors, but it was very doable, very casual to solo. Double a category 2 storm in Twine Peaks, power level 128 with no damaging traps that were attacking the husks. I had some on like the inner slants just for like in case they broke through. These were nature element husks against metal walls, and it was still a very casual game. So anyway guys, that was what I had to share in this video. Easy paints for the new stuff for sure. We're getting better rewards abso-freaking-lutely. The like main downer I have to say about the new update is the caps lock stuff. That is super annoying. They gave new voice lines to my boy Scorch, and I do like the voice actor, but having my ninja Scorch sound like a crazy pirate just isn't really my cup of tea. Put it down there guys, what do you feel about the 8.50 update for Fortnite Save the World? A huge thanks to everyone out there supporting me as an Epic Games creator. For now guys, thank you very much for watching.